Mission 26 of my Stalingrad campaign, flying the Pe-2, we're going to bomb a supply dump at Peskovatka. Here's our intended flight plan. We're based at Fiedorovka. We'll head out southwest to RV with our escorts before crossing the front line and heading towards the supply dump. Here's the recon of Peskovatka. The supply dump is this collection of buildings in the yellow square. I'm going to approach from a bearing of about 100 degrees in a V formation and see how much of this target we can wipe out. I've gone past waypoint number 2 and RV'd with our escorts. Stalingrad is to my 9 o'clock. I'm heading straight west at the moment, staying on our side of the front line. Setting my bombs up. I've got 10 bombs on board. Setting the bomb release time interval to 0.1 seconds, which is the default for the AI planes as well. In a moment, I'm going to deviate from the original flight plan and turn towards the southwest. This will take us over the front line into enemy territory and put us in a better position to be able to turn towards target at my intended angle of attack. So I'm bringing the plane to a bearing of about 250 degrees and we'll carry on this heading for a few minutes. Our escorts today are a flight of Lag 3s, which is not great news. They're probably the worst fighters in the Stalingrad plane set. We've gone into enemy territory and it's now time to turn towards Peskovatka. I'll bring the plane to a heading of 280 degrees. And that should line us up perfectly with the supply dump. That's about 280 degrees. There's Peskovatka, and there's our target. I've opened the bomb bay doors, but in this 10 bomb configuration, the main bomb bay doors are prevented from opening by the bombs held under the fuselage. The doors will open once the first 4 bombs are dropped, but it does cause a small delay getting the final 4 bombs out of the plane. I just noticed a flight of 4 109s going underneath our formation and they're turning back to engage us. The escorts have picked them up, so hopefully they can keep them busy whilst we do this bomb drop. I've set up most of the dials in the bomb site, just need to do the relative wind direction. We're heading on a bearing of 275 degrees. The wind is from 249 degrees, so that's 25 degrees from our port side. I can hear my rear gunners firing there. The bandits must be close, and I've just noticed my airspeed's wrong. We're doing about 380 kilometers an hour. I've changed that now. I have got visibility on the supply dump here. Staying left of target because of the wind. I think I'm a bit too far left though. Let's reposition a little bit. After that course adjustment, my bearing is now about 280 degrees. So I'm going to increase the relative wind direction to 30 degrees Not much further to go to the target. I think our approach vector looks pretty good. Maybe just some small adjustments to the right. That's looking really good. We're lined up dead center with the target. Bombs are away. Here's the delay I was talking about. The first 4 bombs drop. That allows the bomb bay doors to open so that the final 4 bombs can drop. I think this is a bullseye. Awesome drop, target destroyed. Let's take another look at that bomb drop from the ground. It looks like we've destroyed all of the buildings at this supply dump. Bomb drop is done. Let's see if we can get out of here alive. There are quite a few aircraft behind us, and I think at least 3 bandits closing in on our 6. So I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to push the nose down and try to get out of here. A 109 turns onto my 6, gets a few shots on me before breaking off. Looks like I've picked up a fuel leak. The other planes in my squadron are not so fortunate. That's 1 plane down. Here's another one of my wingmen with a 109 turning onto a 6. The rear gunner does manage to push the bandit away, but there's another one waiting behind him. Who deals the final blow and sends the Pe-2 down. I've made it back into friendly airspace, but we're still getting mauled by the 109s. There's another one of my squadron going down in flames, and I can see more bandits on my 6. All I can do is drop to treetops and hope for the best. There's a bunch of gunfire going out to my left. And there goes another Pe-2. I must have lost half of my squadron already, and another 2 planes have just been taken out on my starboard side. No clue where the escorts are. Here's a 109 on my 6. I have no idea how I didn't shoot that plane down. That was insane. The last of my wingmen gets taken out. Interestingly, he still had his bombs with him. He's just jettisoned them before he hit the deck. So now I'm on my own trying to RTB with a flight of 109s on my tail. I'm not far from home base Fiedorovka now. I've still got a flight of 109s chasing after me. Oh, he's just misjudged that and collided with the trees. Can I claim that as a maneuver kill? I've still got his wingman on my 6. But as I turn towards Fiedorovka Airfield, it looks like he's disengaging. There are still planes on my 6. The closest one is definitely a 109. Fiedorovka is at my 11 o'clock, so I'm going to drag the Bandit over the anti-air gun batteries. One of the escort fighters has finally caught up with us after about 80 kilometers of flying. He's closing in on the 109. And he manages to get the kill. GG him. Bandit is down, so I can finally land. Mission accomplished. Here's my mission summary. I was credited with taking out 3 of the buildings at the supply dump. Overall, the squadron destroyed 15 buildings, which I think is everything that was at the supply dump location. But we paid a very heavy price, losing 8 planes and their crew to the 109s. Thanks for watching, see you next time.